Hello and welcome back. I'm Corey Millen, and how foolish was I for worrying about how I was going to fill the gap between the Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Loki? Marvel clearly has no intention of slowing down. Between content output, announcements and the rumour mill just keeping churning, this week has been pretty busy. So here is This Week in Marvel Studios. They started the week off strong by dropping a humdinger of a sizzle reel on Monday morning. With a voiceover from Stan Lee that could bring a tear to a glass eye, they showcased some moments from Marvel movies past and gave us a couple of new shots from both Black Widow and Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. And finally, we get our first look at Academy Award winner Chloe Zhao's The Eternals. And be sure to put special emphasis on that Academy Award winner Chloe Zhao, because that is going to be all over the Eternals promotional material. I'm not going to touch on any of the new footage shown in the sizzle reel in this video because I'm going to do individual videos for Black Widow, Loki and the Eternals as they get closer to release. In addition to the new footage, we also get a couple of title changes for upcoming films. The Black Panther sequel becomes Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and Captain Marvel 2 has become The Marvels. Now, the Black Panther sequel is an interesting one because we know next to nothing about it, and that's largely due to the passing of Chadwick Boseman last year. They've already announced that they won't be recasting T'Challa, so now all eyes are on this film to see how they're going to approach Chadwick Boseman's passing and pay tribute to his short but lasting legacy as Black Panther. But like I say, right now nothing is known about this film, so when I find out something, you'll find out something. I think the Marvels title change is to reflect the announcement made at Disney's Investor Day last year when they announced that Teyonah Parris would be reprising her role as Spectrum and Iman Vellani will be reprising her role as Ms. Marvel in The Marvels. Ms. Marvel is brand new to the MCU and will be introduced in her own Disney Plus series later this year, which actually just wrapped production this week. Again, not much is known about this series, but this week we did get some set leak photos that show that Ms. Marvel will get a comic accurate costume, presumably in the last episode of the series, because that seems to be the tradition so far. And on top of all of that, we got a whole bunch of new release dates for what I believe will be the remainder of Phase 4. So we have Black Widow coming out shortly in July 9th, 2021, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings on September 3rd, Academy Award winner Chloe Zhao's Eternals will drop on November 5th, and SpiderMan No Way Home will close out 2021 in December 17th. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness will open 2022 on March 25th, Thor Love and Thunder will drop on May 6th, Black Panther Wakanda Forever on July 8th, 2022, The Marvels on November 11th, 2022, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania will open 2023 on February 17th, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will drop on May 5th. And the sizzle reel closes with the MCU's Fantastic Four logo, which doesn't currently have a release date, but I would be willing to bet that the Fantastic Four will close out Phase 4. And given that Blade was announced almost 2 years ago now and we haven't heard anything since, I'd be willing to bet that will be the first film in Phase 5, unless it gets moved forward for some reason. So that was a packed video, but that wasn't everything that we got this week. They also dropped a new Loki TV spot, which again, I'm not going to touch on in this video because I'm going to do it closer to when Loki airs, and announced that instead of airing on Fridays, Loki will drop on Wednesdays, which is a complete nightmare for me. I've been very lucky that Marvel has been putting everything out on Fridays up until this point, because I work Monday to Thursday, so I would get up when Val goes to work, we'd watch the episode, I'd write the script, record the review and try and edit it and get it out on the same day. Can't do that now. So I haven't fully worked it out yet, but so far my plan for Loki is to watch the episode before work on Wednesdays, come up with the review while I'm at work, record it when I get home, edit it on Thursdays and put out the video on Fridays, which should work out better for me because then I can actually come up with a second video to record on Fridays. So this might actually be a blessing in disguise. I always knew Loki was a good guy at heart. Now that was all the official stuff Marvel put out. There was a couple of things that came up on social media this week that I also think were noteworthy. Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad director James Gunn replied to a fan's tweet this week saying that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 will probably be his last film with Marvel. People are taking this two different ways, with some people saying that he means he's finished with Guardians of the Galaxy movies and might still make something else for Marvel down the line, and some people are saying no, he's completely done with Marvel. Right now we can only speculate. It was one tweet in reply to someone, so there's not a lot to go off there. He's been working pretty consistently with Marvel for almost 10 years now, so it's understandable that he'd want to step away from superheroes for a while. After Marvel put out their sizzle reel on Monday, actor Roger Clark, known for his role as Arthur Morgan in Red Dead Redemption 2, put out a tweet hinting at a potential role as the Thing in the Fantastic Four. I don't think people should be taking this too seriously. The Fantastic Four is a pretty important Marvel property, and there is a lot of pressure surrounding them getting it right because it's been done by Fox already and it wasn't great, so people want to see it done perfectly when it comes to the MCU. I don't think they're going to let a cast member just randomly announce their involvement in the film without their official stamp on it. But you never know. Alfred Molina, who plays Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2, went to Variety a couple of weeks ago and just spilled the beans in an interview, saying that he will be in Spider-Man No Way Home. He also said that his character's arc gets picked up exactly where it left off in Spider-Man 2. He died, so I'm presuming seconds before that. And they use a lot of de-aging technology and motion capture stuff to make him look just as young as he did in the movie, which I don't think Sony or Marvel would have signed off on, but it doesn't seem like there's been any backlash to it. We still haven't had any official confirmation that Spider-Man No Way Home is or isn't a multiverse or a Spider-Verse movie, but it just kind of hit everyone out of left field, like, what? Didn't expect that someone to just be so open about it. Especially since the last thing I wanted to talk to you about is Spider-Man No Way Home. People are talking about it again because Marvel and Sony are being so tight-lipped about this film, whether it is or is not a multiverse or a Spider-Verse movie. And until we get some confirmation either way, nobody's shutting up about it. So this week, Andrew Garfield, while promoting his new movie Mainstream, said on the Happy Sad Confused podcast that Marvel Studios haven't given him a call to appear in No Way Home.
Listen, I can't speak for anything else apart from myself.
Sure.
Like they might be doing something, but then ain't none. Like I ain't got a call. So like,
okay. Well, that makes my life easier.
So this obviously got people talking, but not 2 days later, he changed his tune saying that, oh, that'd be pretty cool. Never say never. Andrew, you're an actor. You're an actor. You're supposed to be better than this. Come on. We can see right through you. But again, we still don't have any official confirmation. We will have to wait and see. I think at this point, the hype train has been built up so much that if it's not a Spider-Verse or a multiverse movie, Marvel Studios is in serious trouble. And that has been This Week in Marvel Studios. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more of these when they come out. I'm Corey Millen, and I'll see you when I see you. The Black Panther sequel becomes Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad director. Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad. Guardians of the Galaxy and Wow. Fucking nailed that.